Thank you for listening to this Crew Network production. You can now listen to all the Crew Network podcasts on thecrewnetwork.net. Live from the Crew Studios in Highland, California.
Check 1, 2, testing.
It's time for the Bucks Effect with your host, Chuck Bucks.
That's me, guys. I am here. We are live from the Crew Studios in beautiful Highland, California. And yes, I did survive the beatings, and I'm good now, and I'm healthy, and that's a good thing. So, my wife's in there, and we work things out. Because the bottom line is, when you just talk about stuff, you can work it out. But sometimes when you don't talk it out, that's where the problems lie.
Yeah.
That's where the problems lie. So, go talk on your mic real fast. Okay.
Old pal DK Murphy.
All right. I just want to make sure that I got the right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Anyways, so we did have a wrestler that used to train with us back in the days, and we did a wrestling show. It was called Summit Slam, and this was back 7-8 years ago. It was our comeback show that we did for charity, and at the time there was this wrestler named The Brute, and
Brute
Beretta, and he did wrestle in that show. And he recently did pass on, so we do want to dedicate the show to Brute. DK, you want to say a few things about the Brute?
He was a really good guy. He had a great smile for a guy that could be so viciously violent.
He did seem violent.
He was a true professional. He wasn't in the business super long, but he really caught on to everybody's attention.
Mm-hmm.
He stood out a lot when we went to Vegas for Cauliflower Alley, and we got not to take away from him, but at Cauliflower Alley, Billy Blade had won this award, and I was sitting next to Brute, and it was for best promoter of the year, and so Billy Blade just goes and says, "You think I'm the best promoter? No. You should see Jesse Hernandez over there." And it was, "Can we have the EWF guys please stand up?" And what freaked everybody out is me and Brute were standing up. It was 3 tables worth of people.
Nice.
Meanwhile, anybody that was there from another promotion was maybe 3 or 4. But we had all kind of swindled into getting a lot of motherfuckers there.
That's good.
But I'm gonna miss him. I hadn't seen him in a really long time, but he was a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Quick story, and then I'll shut the fuck up. He wrestled RJ in a steel chain match. RJ puts the chain around his mouth and to choke him.
Yeah.
Breaks his front tooth.
No shit.
Yeah. There were itty bitty pieces on the mat. And Jesse, being the ultimate opportunist, said he'll sell the pieces to whoever wants them.
No kidding.
Yeah.
During the break.
Yeah, the Polaroid spot, as we called it.
Get in the ring and take a picture and then he had to probably pose with no teeth.
No, he was the heel.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He was part of a group called Connected, because the manager of Connected was former WWE referee. He was Marty Elias. He was one of the guys that refereed, I think, the second. No, it was the first Taker Shawn Michaels match at Mania.
Right.
So then you would also take pictures with him, and he had a Slammy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, that, like I said, so if you live in the IE, I think EWF's doing a tribute to him on the June 4th in San Bernardino at the VFW. Go to EWFwrestling.com, and I'm sure you can find out the details. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't know him too well, but I did know him from the shows, and I've watched a few of the wrestling shows with him, so I did know of him. I never really, like I said, hung out with him. Obviously, DK has a little more history because he used to go to wrestling school. So,
for a little while, his wrestling name was going to be Big Daddy Kong.
Big Daddy Kong.
Yeah, because him and Killer Gorilla, John Lopez.
That's right.
They were kind of like, they almost had like the exact same size. They were both the same height.
Right.
They were both big boys. So it's like he wanted to be called Killer Gorilla, and it's like you guys should just start a tag team. And he's I'll be Big Daddy Kong.
There you have it, Big Daddy Kong. Brute Beretta has passed, and he will be missed. But
one of his last matches had to end with Wrestler's Court.
No shit.
Yeah, they were supposed to, because they were trying to push him, and they had him wrestle Richie Slade. And it was supposed to be a squash match, but the problem being though is that it was 10 minutes long. You can't have a squash match and be 10 minutes long. So while Brute's beating the crap out of him, every once in a while Slade has a comeback, and he had too many comebacks for the office, so they had to go and have Wrestler's Court because of that. And you got Slade over here, and you got Brute over here, and Brute's just freaking blown up. And then just like, you're never gonna see that fucking shit again.
Who's the Undertaker in EWF Court?
At the time for that one, it was Marty Elias.
Right.
Because like Marty had taken it, he had agented the match, so he felt personally offended. Plus, Richie Slade didn't know when to shut up, and he heard him say some shit. So it's like, we're going to have Wrestler's Court right now.
Well, Richie Slade will be wrestling that night. I think he has a tag team called Dick Candy, whatever they have going on.
It's something Candy.
Yeah, Candy Ass. I think that's what it's called. So we have the star of the upcoming series on the Crew Network, Young Taker, and we have Travis in studio.
What's up?
So Travis, I came up with this idea of just as a runoff, and I didn't think we're actually going to film it. Yeah, I didn't think we're actually going to do anything with it, and everyone liked the name of it. So I don't know. I mean, I know that Johnny Martins might have wrote a few things about it, but he approached you with the idea of Young Taker. What is your thoughts?
Just being able to even portray the Undertaker in general is just an absolute dream. He's my favorite wrestler of all time. So
yeah, so you have to portray a young Undertaker, obviously in his wrestling
attire.
In his wrestling attire, and I'm sure you're gonna be all fucking pumped up about that.
Gotta get that hat. You gotta get the trench coat.
You do have the young Taker. Remember when he didn't have any facial hair at all? I guess like there's a thing with the his old photo where he had no facial hair. He refuses to autograph that picture. That's the story.
That's weird.
I don't know if that's true, but that's kind of weird, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
young Taker. Let's can you give us a little Taker right now? Come on.
You will rest in peace.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Man.
What exactly are we going to be seeing Young Taker do?
I don't know. I mean, I when I said it, like I said as a joke, but I would say that Young Taker would be, obviously like still traveling and fans like, obviously harassing him, but he's always going to stay kayfabe. Like he's always going to be like in dark attire. He's always going to have the brim hat. And then when he is out, like he's wearing everything's always black. So that's why I thought, like I said, Travis is definitely perfect for it. Like that, when I mentioned that, like I said, dude, Travis will play Young Taker. That'd be fantastic.
You got to do like one episode where how like The Rock narrates.
Right.
He'll have Taker narrate, and I remember the time I was kind of going through an identity crisis, and then it's American Badass Taker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't even find the beanie for when he did that. I used to have it, and I lost it.
What was your favorite Undertaker?
God, there's so many to choose from. Honestly, I'm gonna have to say when he came back to fight Kane as like the outlaw.
Okay, so the biker taker is one of your favorite?
No, it was when Kane buried him alive, and he came back after that as the outlaw, the whole outlaw, the trench coat, the hat, and everything. It was way after the biker.
Was it after that, or was it before?
No, it was after. Because he was playing mind games, talking about, I think it was like WrestleMania 30 or something.
So he still had the brim hat and the trench coat and stuff.
But his hair was like almost like a little bit shorter than shoulder.
Kind of like Attitude Era Taker then.
Yeah, because his hair was a little bit shorter.
Like Ministry,
shoulder length.
not Ministry Taker.
Ministry's my favorite.
Yeah, Ministry Taker was.
That was a good one too.
Best thing ever. You could see Vince McMahon and Stephanie when they do the dark wedding.
Right.
Because you're like, and do you take Undertaker as your husband? She goes, no.
Dude, yeah, and he had the whole gimmick where he would have like the half stash, just the goatee. He would like do tongues in his like intro. It was like a real menacing Undertaker. Like, oh fuck, dude, like he really worships the devil.
Yeah, that was definitely a really good one for him though.
Who got crucified in ECW? I'm trying to remember.
Sandman got crucified. And Kurt Angle was supposed to wrestle that day, and he said, dude, as soon as he's seen that, he was like, I'm going.
Yeah, that's what I was
I quit.
At. Yeah, but Taker's cool. And I freaking popped when
There he is. There he is. He's going to hop right on in. Mr. Dick Sassy is in the house.
Dick Power.
Dick Power. Dick motherfucking Power.
What's up, guys? What's up?
Hey, what's up, Jay? Hey, what's up?
Hey, man.
We got the Young Taker now. We're just talking about he's starring in the our new upcoming cruise series, The Young Taker.
Young Taker, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? Okay, because I love stables. So like DX and the Ministry, I really liked. What do you think's like the worst stable ever?
Well, we'll go with that. Hold on. Let's get Power, Dick Power. What was your favorite Undertaker? Was it like Ministry? Was it American Badass? Was it the first Undertaker? Gray gloves, purple gloves, so many. What's your favorite Taker?
Suburban Commando Taker.
Suburban Commando. So that's the first one. That's Gray Gloves.
Dead man around here. Yeah.
Honestly, my favorite Undertaker wrestling was more towards the end of his career when he was facing actually it started at WrestleMania. I want to say it was like 18 or 19. He fought Triple H in like an Anywhere's Fall Anywhere count.
The first time?
The first time.
Oh,
the first time he fought Triple H. That was a great match.
WrestleMania 17.
And then when I seen him like wrestle, that's when I started like, oh dude, he could actually wrestle. And then when I seen him like wrestle Shawn, I was like, oh fuck, man, this is like. So I kind of I liked it then. And then before that, my favorite Undertaker was probably like. I want to say I was too young really to appreciate Gray Gloves Undertaker. So I want to say it was more like Ministry Undertaker was cool. And, he would do the whole tongues and shit. You really thought he was worshiping the devil and he's real fucking evil, which was awesome.
Humongous cloak.
With the acolytes and shit. And he had all the whole Ministry of Darkness. That was cool. But, I actually still like the American Badass Undertaker. And I'm not talking like when he first came back as American Badass because he was like kind of out of shape. He had like the blue shirt out of the fucking, he was like really like, oh, he's back. Everyone was still popping for him, but it was like, but he got kind of in shape and it was the American Badass.
I think it's because we had never seen him like that like it just kind of looked out of place at first.
Right.
But it did work. It worked. Now I got a question because you just brought up Suburban Commando. When Taker's in that movie, he was like at the peak of his success at the beginning of the 90s. Why the hell did they not advertise that he was in it? It's like you can talk about Hulk Hogan, but you ain't going to talk about Taker, who at the time was like, top heel.
Your thoughts?
Give a shit about that. I think Ministry Taker was the best one. Authentic.
Corporate Ministry?
Yeah, I mean,
or Ministry?
No, just Ministry Taker.
Okay, because there was the Corporate Ministry Undertaker when he got
Taker. He was
Ministry.
He was still good back.
So no chance.
I mean, Ministry Taker really embraced the name Undertaker.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It really brought that darkness into it.
Sure,
they were getting so much heat that they're like parents are calling in, writing letters like, "Hey, this shit's getting out of hand. My kid's like starting to fucking do." I did like
too like when. Yokozuna. Yokozuna put him in the casket. They rolled him up, and then he was like, he was pretty much dead. And then he would just look at the fucking camera, and he would open his eyes, and then remember that? Remember that moment?
Yeah,
that was crazy.
He was on camera, right? Like
he was on camera. It was rolling in. But basically, it showed like he would show his body lift up and then explode, and then Undertaker disappeared.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? That's
I wasn't really watching wrestling at that time.
Yeah, Mark, how do you not remember that?
Yeah, how do you not remember that?
Well, while you look that up, okay, guys. So
it was a casket match.
Yeah, casket match. Worst stable of all time.
That's hard for me to really say so quickly.
I would go X Factor, and I love X-Pac. He's my favorite wrestler.
No, that's not the worst.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Let's give this some
remember
thought.
exactly what the name of it was, but it was the cheerleaders, the male cheerleaders.
Oh, the Spirit Squad.
There we go.
See,
That was.
they were pretty entertaining though.
They were entertained, but it was still pretty bad.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pull it up here on the screen. This is the moment, like I said, it was Survivor Series. It was the first ever casket match, and it was Yokozuna versus The Undertaker.
Oh, yeah.
And I think, honestly, they had Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris was there.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, there he is. Chuck Norris.
Hey, there's James.
Remember, he was the enforcer.
I thought that was when they had Vader.
He was the enforcer.
Okay.
So there he is. Chuck Norris is there. It was classic Survivor Series when Survivor Series actually meant something. And it was...
Oh, that's what I remember.
They're fucking King of Money, and he gets fucking kicked. He gets kicked in the fucking face. One of the rest. Oh, Jeff Jarrett takes a kick in the fucking face.
Oh yeah.
By
Chuck.
By Chuck.
In the boots.
And then you get kicked by Chuck Norris. You know the legend.
He took it very well though too.
I love that joke. You want to know a Chuck Norris?
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Jeff Jarrett should put that on his resume.
Yeah, so this
took a roundhouse kick from Chuck Norris.
It was a great sell too.
So this is Purple Gloves Undertaker.
Nope.
Okay, for the record. And they had the casket all decked out and shit. And there was a huge buildup for this match. Like, it would show the Undertaker making a casket big enough for Yokozuna. Remember that shit? He'd be in the fucking wood shop pounding nails and shit. Like, I'm going to build a fat fucking casket for fat fucking Yokozuna. He didn't say that, but like he meant that.
Is that show still on the air?
No, this is old. IRS gets in there, it kicks him in the fucking nuts. Undertaker going too fast for the Undertaker, like way too fast. That's not how the Undertaker rolls. So you see Taker slowing it down. He's like, dude, slow it down a little bit.
You know, IRS is actually related to Dusty Rhodes.
Look at the size of that fucking urn.
Oh, he's his brother-in-law.
Now, there's a reason.
Isn't he Bray Wyatt's dead?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a reason why the urn is so big in this match. It's because there's a light, a beam. There's a fucking light in there, and that light basically comes up. But like they fucking jump him. They throw. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna fast forward to the end. They throw the Taker in there. He wins the match, but they throw the Undertaker in there. No, they don't. What the fuck? This ain't the one. Well, that's the beam of light. No, they fuck him up. Is this not showing it?
I don't think it was.
You don't think it was it?
I know which one you're talking about too.
Yeah, I thought it was Yoko.
The camera was looking down in his face when you open up.
Yeah, this was it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because he jumped him right now.
I know it was Survivor Series, but I don't think it was this match.
How many casket matches have there been?
Shit. You kidding me? Yeah, how many? It had to be Survivor Series.
It had to be at least 3.
Like I said, I know it was Survivor Series. I just don't remember which one.
Here, remember 94.
Just type in Undertaker disappears.
Okay. There's him working on the fucking casket. Okay. Oh, that's right. The one we just watched was the second match. Oh, this is it. The Royal Rumble.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's what it was, because that casket was way too nice.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Evil Crush.
Oh, Evil Crush.
Evil Crush. So they jump him. They jump Taker. Good. And that's what we're watching right now. This is the whole half of the fucking heel roster jumps Taker. This is gray gloves Undertaker. That's right, because he came back with purple gloves. That was the exchange. Because he was missing for like a month or two.
Is that
'Cause
Rikishi? Like
dude was on the road every single day for years, never took a break.
Yep.
And the Samoan Yokozuna, where's from Japan? That's
Yeah,
right.
right here.
That's Jarrett. Yep. Yeah, that's why Jeff Jarrett took a kick from Chuck Norris the second time. So here it is. The casket is smoking. Okay, this is what we're watching right now. The casket is smoking. I'm describing to the people because this is audio only. And because they're like, what the fuck? And they're all the heels are around the casket. Look it up, guys. Royal Rumble. I had to show this to DK because I didn't remember. Let's see, man. We'll put some audio.
Shot.
Here we go.
He's not exactly a sober fellow.
So obviously they filmed this prior to, but as a kid, you're like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Looks like my son when he wants something to eat.
That looks like me when you get caught busting a nut.
When I was a kid, I thought this was real.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hey, how'd they get a camera in the casket?
Exactly, dude. With such great lighting. Full body shot.
Yeah.
And great audio.
I believe this is Robert Frost.
So that was it. Watch. And he took like a month or two off. Like a month. He
was gone for like a while.
Yeah, he was gone for like a while because obviously maybe he had surgery.
That's him snoozing
He probably had surgery
on his butt,
on his ass.
warts.
But see, as a kid, you're like tripping balls, dude.
Yeah.
Because watch, he levitates through this screen. Vince gets a fucking boner. Everyone gets a boner.
Right now, Vince has a JR blown.
Is anybody else hard right now? There he is. Luckily, is a good cable crew, not like the one with the hearts. And he lifts off.
Now, when filming Young Taker, we really got to do the exploits of going to motels and him going down on chicks who are on the period.
Oh yeah.
So
You heard that? You heard that story?
No.
That's it.
Oh, dude, great Taker story. I'm sure he's heard this one.
I've heard it.
Yeah. So, okay, when you were a manager in the 90s for WWF, you really were a manager. You weren't just there by the ringside. You had to get the rental car. You had to get the plane tickets. You had to make sure you had the hotel room ready. So, Paul Bearer went and got I want to say it's the rental car keys, and he went to Taker's room to give him a copy. Now, he opens the room and sees that, oh, he's not here. So Paul Bearer gets the idea, I've got it. I'll hide in the closet, and I'll jump out and scare him. So he hides in the closet. He hears the door open, but he hears a woman with him. So he's like, oh, I know what's about to happen. I'm going to wait till I hear the sounds of love.
fucking creeper.
But he doesn't hear, balls slapping against pussy. He hears this weird sound. It sounds like this. So he's like,
It's a cat.
what the hell is he doing? So he opens the door just a little bit to see what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
Undertaker is eating this chick out on her period and spitting the blood in the air. Paul Bearer told us this personally, and then at the end of it, he goes,
Rest in peace, Paul Bearer.
yeah,
Yes,
all
rest in
right.
peace.
Rest in peace.
He goes, that dead man gimmick, it's not a gimmick. He's a vampire.
You know how much dirty laundry probably Paul Bearer, because Paul Bearer was known as a kidder. He always fucking prank people. But you know how many fucking stories he probably told of The Undertaker?
How many stories he took
Probably
to
a
the grave?
shit ton, dude. And that's why The Undertaker really probably didn't take much time to pay attention to Paul Bearer at his whole retirement speech. He only mentioned him a little bit.
You know, we get a lot of ratings for this episode. Is some title about the Undertaker.
Oh, the Undertaker story? Yeah, I'll cut it out. That's funny. Oh yeah. But
You make him sound like Mr. Hanky.
yeah, I know.
Close enough.
Howdy ho. Dude, if that story is true, that's fucking disgusting, dude.
is.
Spitting out the blood.
Undertaker's a real
You know
vampire, dude.
he reinterpreted that like way different. You know what I mean, right? Whoa, man! Hey, listen, take it easy, dude. He been drinking?
He's a real young Undertaker.
I'm trying to remember
I
the name.
apologize.
Okay, at Kohl's, there was that one guy who looked and dressed like Sid Vicious from the Sex Pistols. Do you remember that guy?
No.
It was some friend of Cole's who was like a part-time wrestler. Anyways, one day I go to this party at my friend Liz's house, and he's there. And I'm like, "Oh, hey, man, hey, good to see you again. How you doing?" This is the party where I got really drunk, and this one guy trying to like jerk me off, but I couldn't. I was like, "Dude, nothing's happening down there."
Yeah. You let him.
I was just like this, just like dancing. All of a sudden,
What a fucking weenie. What a faggot.
This guy.
then I get
Insert Bill and Ted's fag.
then I get really drunk.
Shit.
I get really drunk and I go looking for Liz, just because you know how it's getting kind of late and I'm really fucked up. And I go around the corner, and Liz is getting eaten out by the Sid Vicious guy.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Small fries, motherfucker.
Hard eyes, motherfucker. Rude eyes, motherfucker.
Bloody thighs, motherfucker.
Yeah,
All guys, motherfucker.
and she was on her
Rise,
period.
motherfucker.
She was on her period too. So he's eating her out outside, and she's like this in a chair. And I just look at him like, what the
Dude,
fuck?
what kind of fucking dirty slut do you gotta be for a guy to eat you out on your fucking period? Like, you dirty fucking whore. You're bleeding. And you're
know
like,
what-
you know what? Go ahead, knock yourself out. And then you, the disgusting fuck, eating at it. Oh,
What made it even weirder is that she's a lesbian. She was like a little thick back in the day, but now, oh boy, she looks like fucking Roseanne.
oh, even worse.
She looks like James.
Yeah, seriously. Back then, she probably looked like James.
In
Like,
high
let
school, she
eat
was
it out.
so fucking cute. She was a big Spice Girls fan, so she would dress up like the fucking Spice Girls.
She went to San Marino High School?
Yeah. She had like fucking those fuck me, pump me boots, and she'd wear dresses, and I'm like, fuck yeah. And then she became a dyke.
Aldyke. He said that like some Nazi. Then she became Aldyke.
Das Dyken.
Steichen.
Yeah.
That's disgusting, bro.
Klondike.
But seriously, what kind of fucking disgusting fuck do you have to be to eat a girl out on her
Dude,
fucking
there are some
period? That's
fucked
so
up-
fucking disgusting.
Dude, there are some fucked up
Oh,
people
it makes me
in the
want to throw
world.
up.
That is,
Yeah,
that's
I was
very
like,
true.
dude, yeah, my stomach is getting all.
Riley Reid once admitted that she tasted shit.
A lot of porn stars have tasted shit, got farted on, have several pink eye incidents. Look it up. The statistics are crazy. If you fuck for a living, you're going to get that type of shit. I understand. You're going to eat some fucking poop off a dick. It's going to happen. You're eating chicks, Sean, you know what I mean? You're going to get some shit nuggets. You're going to get some shit nuggets.
I'm trying to remember.
Dude, go through the day, okay? Do this.
That's why you need
Do
to
me
get
a favor.
another bidet
Hot day.
sponsor.
Go to work. Go to a hot day and put in the hours. Go home. Wipe your ass. See what kind of residues on your ass cheeks. That's what Riley Reid is eating.
But would
She's
you?
getting paid.
But still, would you? Okay, would you give her a rim job, Riley Reid?
If she took a shower. If she took a shower, I would.
Brian took me to Amoeba. You ever been to Amoeba?
No.
The record store in LA?
Yeah,
I fuck chicks.
yeah, it's this big ass record store in LA. It's kind of famous for being. It's basically like Empire Records.
Yep.
And they put on shows there every once in a while. And Brian took me to go see this band. I want to say they were called Chai. They're from Japan. And they were selling they put on a show.
Sound liberal.
And
Just fucking with you.
they were selling their CD. And the CD was each of them in like Brady Bunch type boxes. And they're all just smiling like this. And I go, dude, it looks like they're all getting farted on right now. And Brian goes, is it because they're Japanese? I said, yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah, they're all into some fucking disgusting shit. Yeah. They are. They'll eat your, like, if you ever look up, like, Japanese porn, you know, if you could find the ones that are not blurred, the blurred cocks, because they blur all their blur all their body parts. If you can find the ones that are not blurred, there's ones that, like, there'll be, like, 30 Japanese girls in a room, and then, like, they'll all, like, have their legs spread, and they'll all simultaneously have sex at the same time. It's fucking weird.
Yeah,
they got weird shit they do.
You know why they blur it out?
Because it's illegal in their country.
Well, it's illegal to show pubic hair.
Ah,
that's why.
And shave your shit.
Some don't.
We got a fucking big old afro. I can't even fucking stand it.
I was watching.
That's nothing worse.
I was watching this one porn.
Sounds like he's suffering from a code yellow.
Yeah,
that's it.
The whole scenario for this one porn was like it's the cheerleaders, and then the cheerleaders start fooling around, and then all the stepdads come in and they take turns fucking each other, and I'm just over here just like, it's got a smell in that room, like really bad.
Like Joe's fucking apartment. Before he left, it was glowing.
Like Ron's old apartment.
Like Ron's old apartment. So yeah,
and I got a new filter.
There you go. He's got turtles, and they eat jizz. That's how they get bigger.
Fucking dude, it was.
They eat Joe's jizz. If his fucking place wasn't disgusting enough, he got disgusting turtles.
What was that
from Chinatown in his house? What do you think chicks see in this? That's why he doesn't have a wife.
Oh, by the way, 114.
Dudes.
No,
room 114.
Room 114 tonight.
Fuck him.
If you want to fuck him in the
room 114.
No,
it's like a haunted room.
I've now banged 114 chicks.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're truly disgusting. It's truly filth on this show. But anyways, yeah. So some guy was, you know him from the show, and you know him from SGR. I'm sure you guys have not seen him since I've killed him, but he is alive. Okay, and he did get his. He went in for a vasectomy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they castrated him instead. Did you hear about that?
Awesome.
So he went in, and they said, "Dude, what's up with your bush?" And they had to shave his bush, right? And she was so pissed that they shaved his bush. They actually castrated him.
Damn,
dude. I know.
I should not have heard that while I was drinking a beer.
Exactly. So don't get it done, guys, because you won't have
what you think
semen anymore. Your dick won't work.
What was that joke you said?
They say it's reversible, and I'm like, why would you risk it?
Why would you risk it for the biscuit? Go get that fucking. You have your lady go get fixed. I'd rather have my lady in an extent really high risk surgery than me having to go a low risk surgery and get my nuts clipped. That's not happening because I'm a man.
Well said, brother.
remember that?
Hallelujah.
Woo!
The episode of Married with Children where
women didn't do dishes.
Do you remember
Something like that?
Do you remember that episode of Married with Children where he accidentally gets fixed?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he's just looking at her and you hear, "Beep." What was that? A stitch.
Yeah.
Well, guys, there is this. I hate to bring the fun down, but there has been some serious shit going on lately. Unfortunately, there was a psychopath somewhere in Texas that entered a school and shot a lot of kids up, and it's really fucked up. But I did want to kind of bring the subject up because there's a lot of people that obviously it affects everybody. Like that's fucked up because we all have little kids. And even if you don't have a little kid, unless you're a complete fucking psychopath, you feel for them. You know, that's fucked up. It does happen when you take innocent life, especially someone like a 10-year-old that doesn't know politics, doesn't know anything, just knows that I'm going to have fun at fucking school and the psychopath that there's. But there's a lot of people that say, hey, We need fucking gun laws. We need to fucking remove guns. I've seen a lot of messages saying, let's get rid of guns. And I want to kind of get your guys' take on it. My take is, I'll go ahead and share. I'll share later, but let's first go to, let's let him share. Don't interrupt him, because I know Dick Power over here has got his opinion too. But I'll tell you my opinion. But DK, what is your thoughts on it? What do you think can be done to control, prevent this from happening?
Well, for one, see the kid that shot up that school in Texas, he had an M16. He had two M16s. Mm-hmm. What use, in the idea of self-defense is an M16? It's a deterrent at best. I'm not a gun person. I don't like guns. There are a lot of non-lethal ways to defend yourself nowadays. Stun guns, batons, pepper spray, beanbag guns. And by the way, a beanbag gun could kill somebody too. So it's like, do you really need an M16? I don't think so. So you would say limit to what kind of gun you can have. So you shouldn't have assault rifles. Yeah, they're not called
fully automatic.
They're not called protection rifles. They're called assault rifles.
Okay. Okay. And so put laws on that. Anything else, or just you would think that would prevent that from happening?
Well, just if you guys ever listened to Jim Jeffries, he had this big old thing about gun control, and he goes like, we had the biggest mass shooting in the world, and the Australian government said, that's it, no more guns, and then after that they didn't have any more. The gun deaths went down extremely, and I don't know how or why this happened. Maybe it was a coincidence, or maybe it's because we don't need all these fucking guns.
Okay. Dick Power, your thoughts?
Everything he said is dog shit. Start with that. Where there is more open carry laws, there is less gun violence. That's a fact. They're false equivalencies, so people say there's a big mass shooting. Okay. Do you think someone who is intent on killing people, do you think they're thinking about a gun law? Do you think that they're like, oh shit, man, they passed that gun law, I guess I'm not going to go do the mass shooting today? Absolutely not. They're a psychopath. The reason why there are M16s, because if someone has an M16, you need to protect yourself against someone with equal power, firepower. So if someone has an M16, they're a psychopath. They're going to go shooting up a place. You really want to take on someone with a single handgun or a rifle and they have an M16?
Okay.
It's like,
so your take is no on that. So what would you change? Would you change anything, or you just allow this to continue to happen?
What's going to continue to happen?
You would allow, basically you would say, hey, listen, there's nothing we can do. School shootings are going to happen no matter what.
Well, there's laws right now on raping kids, but it still happens. What are you going to do? Make it illegal to have a kid? No. So you're going to punish people who lawfully own guns because of a psychopath who doesn't abide by laws, who is going to kill someone. So, I don't understand why punish people who are law-abiding citizens.
So you wouldn't do nothing?
Why keep putting laws on things for psychopaths who aren't going to listen to them? It makes zero sense. To me, it makes zero sense.
So you would do nothing?
Do nothing like how?
I'm just asking. You wouldn't change any laws.
This is a tragedy, but if anything, I would implement things so teachers who could be well trained, they're not going to be a punk bitch. You should if you care about kids, you want to protect them, fine. If you want your kid to go to public school, there are things like this. People have to realize that it's popular to do shit like this. Kids want to be remembered. Social media makes it like, hey, if nothing else, I'll be remembered for being a psychopath. Right. And some things glorify that. Some people, some media does. So they think, hey, at least this is a quick way to get 15 minutes of fame. And some psychos are like that. Right. But what are you going to truly do to pass a law? What laws could any of us pass that's going to stop someone from who's intent on doing some fucked up shit? Right. What are we going to do to stop them?
What about Travis? You?
Yeah, no, I agree with him because all the shooting's been happening since Columbine and everything. And
Sure.
they keep trying to put out laws, but yet they keep happening. So it's like, what can they do?
Just happens. Happens. It happens. You wanna go ahead. Give him the mic. Not my mic. That mic doesn't work. That's a fake mic. Okay, hold on. I'll say something too. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jamie. I'm Richard's friend.
What's your nickname on the show? Richard, what's his nickname on the show?
King Kong.
King Kong.
King Kong.
King Kong, what do you got to say?
I believe you can just, if you want to limit the shootings, you could have a signature fingerprint on your gun. If it's your registered gun, that fingerprint will only...
Like a smart gun.
Yeah, it'll only activate when you have it.
Oh, okay.
So, like, it would prevent any other people from grabbing that gun.
That might be a good
and
idea.
operating that gun.
So guns can't be implemented on schools.
Yeah, that way you don't have to compromise, getting less guns.
He may have come up with a great solution.
As long as you have that thing and no one else is using it.
Right. Well, there's a shit ton of guns right now, so you would actually have to ban those guns in order to make smart guns.
Well, you could just bring them in.
Elon Musk right now is like making guns.
You could bring them in and just put the lower stock where that where the trigger's at, and then just have it changed in for a smart piece. And
well, there's also gun locks too that are good fingerprint and bingos and shit. Okay, well that still falls in the category of implementing gun laws.
But I mean, it's better than mass shootings.
Exactly.
And losing your guns ultimately.
Here's my deal. I'll tell you what I think. So I think that having too many gun laws makes innocent people vulnerable to getting shot. So if you make too many gun laws and you try to remove guns from people, it's going to make the innocent people vulnerable to getting shot. So I think that there should be certain gun laws passed. Obviously, like safety concerns, everything should be locked up. And that, for the most part, that is the law. There's more strict laws in other states. Do I believe someone necessarily needs an M16? I mean, I don't, but I understand Richard's point of view too, that a lot of psychopaths in that state have, M16s, and you have to combat with, sometimes you have to, if you have to protect yourself, you want to protect yourself with the best, if anything, but with great power comes great responsibility. You'll have to, if you do have an M16, you do surely want to have more responsibility of keeping that away from psychopaths than fucking anything. So, that should come, just like the airport. Certain people can pass through the airport constantly, as opposed to, like I said, someone that owns guns. I don't think anybody should just be able to buy a gun. No. In that state, you could buy a gun, and you could buy a gun the same day, and you can just have it. You can buy any gun you want. At least here, there is a waiting period. And we try to do our best, at least to accommodate people with that. And there's a little more restriction. So I do believe in certain gun laws. As far as this happening, it's going to happen no matter what. There's going to be, we can't control if this guy used a samurai sword or a fucking M16. The bottom line is this dude was crazy enough to enter this school and do that. So what you have to do is this. You have to treat the schools like they're prisons. You have to have one way in and one way out. Everything constantly has to be secured, and you have to have campus security at every single school in the United States. Now, is this going to cost tons of money? Absolutely, it's going to cost tons of money. Is it worth it? Damn right it is. If I had to pay a couple more dollars in my taxes to make sure my kid has an armed guard at the school and that everything is protected, that's what's going to happen. My second theory is if you don't agree with that, they should promote staying at home more and self-learning, and actually promote it more as a not necessarily as an exception, but they should as an alternative. It's like, hey, listen, homeschooling's not that bad. We should actually support you because there's so much COVID shit and diseases and monkeypox and school shootings that maybe your kid should just fucking stay home and learn, and then everything would be cool because that's your responsibility now to watch your kid. At the end of the day, he's always your responsibility. You pass him on to a public school, but you still have options, and not everybody can afford, I get it, to stay at home and teach your kid, but that's where I'm talking about the flexibility, is that those hours.
It's also why they've destroyed communities.
Right.
Because now there's no communities. Moms don't stay at home more. No one goes to like PTA meetings, your school board meetings, your city hall meetings. No one builds a community.
Exactly. So like as a community, like this is a cul-de-sac here, maybe like, hey, listen, we should build a community, especially with all the social media that should be supported as well. That like, hey, listen, this is a place for kids to learn at. And this is a safe place because we all know each other. We all trust each other. So that, I mean, you got to fine tune the what's right and what's wrong. And it's not a simple task. That's why no one's pulled the trigger on it. There's really not a right or wrong answer. Obviously, this is the new norm as far as psychopaths doing this type of shit. It's going to happen. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in. So that's my take on it. DK, I know you had something to say.
I just got 2 points I wanted to kind of make. So, like Mr. Powers here said, how do you stop from men diddling children? It's going to happen. Now, when it comes to gun regulation, or at least gun laws, yeah, we're still going to have shootings. We're still going to have people, get murdered. But let's not make it easy for them.
Right.
If you really wanted a gun and you were, denied, you would go out on black market. So again, I'm not saying that gun regulation is going to stop these kind of shootings, but let's not make it that easy. Again, this kid was 16 years old, bought 2 M16s. Like, that's just a little crazy. And then the other thing,
he also said he was basically going to do it the night before, and no one did anything about it.
Actually, 30 minutes before he left.
The night before. The night before he says, wait to see what I do tomorrow.
I had heard it was 30 minutes before it happened. And then lastly, you had said, like, do you want to defend yourself with a handgun when somebody's got an M16?
Knife in a gunfight.
Well, no, check this out. Okay, let me ask you this. If I have an M16 and say I shoot the wall, what happens? I'm being serious.
It's going to go through the wall.
Now, if I have, say...
22?
Or, Glock 9mm, and I shoot the wall, what happens?
Yeah, my
gun is a gun is a gun is a gun is a gun.
No, it's not. Absolutely not. Speaking from someone who does not own a gun, use a gun, experience with guns, you just said yourself you do not even like guns. So if you've never driven a Chevy, how are you going to say what a Chevy is?
I think your theory was that, hey, listen, a gun can kill a person no matter what.
Yeah.
No, there is a difference. There's a huge difference in guns.
So do car accidents.
And again,
cars kill more people every day than guns.
Let's not make it easy for them.
We're not making cars illegal.
They shouldn't make it easy, but here's the bottom line. Track the school shootings. How many school shootings have happened in Texas? I can only think of a few. Because everybody's fucking armed in Texas. That's a surprising thing, is that almost every fucking man, woman, and child seems to have a gun in Texas. You move to Texas, you pretty much own a rifle. It's just part of fucking life out there. So I'm really surprised that this motherfucker got away so quickly, or basically got in through a back door. And because if he would have robbed a fucking bank or a fucking store out there, I assure you, one of those fucking citizens had a fucking gun, and they would have killed this motherfucker pretty quickly, right?
Well, everyone's saying it's weird that the teacher opened that door.
Yeah, that door shouldn't have fucking been open.
While the police stood outside, didn't do anything.
So the bottom line is this: you have to secure the fucking schools. It's the bottom line. That's all there is to it. There's gonna be people with guns. There's gonna be people with knives. There's fucking psychopaths out there. But you have to secure the fucking perimeter. You have to do it because yes, we live in this crazy world. I agree partially with what DK is saying. Obviously, we shouldn't make it fucking easy. But when the whole Jim Jeffries bit, I get it. Maybe in a small country like that, that's a possibility. But now, if that country ever got invaded, they're fucked. They're completely fucked. I mean, that's the thing. Like I said, the bottom line is this.
No, they would not be fucked because their military has weapons. It's just they don't allow civilians.
Yeah, but still, what's happening in the Ukraine right now?
What do you think would happen if they decided to make any rules? The civilians have absolutely no way of defending themselves or implementing their rights.
Exactly.
So there's no way of saying, dictatorship like that. So you're basically condoning communism,
Yeah.
a new Hitler, a new regime like that.
DK, take a look at Ukraine. What's going on in Ukraine? Do you think the citizens is like, oh, well, I guess
Exactly.
Russia's going to come in? They're trying to find weapons to, besides the military is only so big. Military is only so big. But when a country invades, the citizens take it in their own hands. They have weapons. So
I'm not saying you don't have to have a weapon, but I'm saying just don't make it that easy. It's too easy out here. We're not Ukraine.
It's not that easy here. It's a month and a half waiting list in California. It's harder to get a gun here than it is Texas. Texas, I go to Arizona and buy one tomorrow.
Texas is a part of America, man. What can you say?
Well, America, I mean, like I said, the gun laws have to be straight across. We have to all agree on some certain shit, but it's not that way. We treat it all differently.
I do admit that, places with stricter gun laws have more shootings, and places that don't have strict gun laws have less shootings, and that's very mind-boggling to me.
How is it mind-boggling? Like I told you, it was basically
because it's essentially grown men being like, "Hey, you can't do this." Well, I'm gonna.
No, it's because it's a coward thing to even start using your gun right away. It should be defense mechanism.
It should be a defense mechanism. I agree.
So that's why you could tell the cowards don't do that shit. This person chose to go and shoot up a school. A 16-year-old chose to go shoot up a bunch of little kids. So just let off on them. It's like, well,
exactly. There's a lot less fucking shit going on, mass shootings in. Like I said, it has happened in Texas, but a lot of other places have a lot more fucking shit going on, as opposed to states that have less gun laws, because the criminals are always going to find a way to have weapons.
Most criminals are cowards.
That's right.
And I'm just saying, don't make it easy for them. That's all I really want to get across. Is that some places it's really easy to get a weapon.
It is.
So why would I make it easy for them and just be unarmed? A criminal's a criminal, right? Mm-hmm. A gun's a gun, right? So why would I let a criminal just go around?
I'll tell you the problem is that in other states, that motherfucker is usually detained and then sits trial, and then some fucking plea deal happens, and that motherfucker piece of shit DA and the judiciary system in this fucking country lets him off the hook, or gives him a little bit of jail time. The fucking bottom line is, just like it happened in Texas, you shoot some motherfucking kids, we're gonna fucking blow your brains out.
Or you should be hung publicly.
Absolutely, and your family.
It's like, what kind of shit is this?
100%. I mean, how pissed off would you be if that was your kid? That's what you guys got to. When you think of these things, if you think of these laws and restrictions and shit, imagine that was your kid.
Yeah, you don't have to attend the hanging if you think it's wrong, but so is killing a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
So where's the argument for that? Where's the justice for them? And if someone's gonna say, "Oh, blah blah blah," wasn't your kid being shot, so you shouldn't have any say in it. You should go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I think the justice should be set by the victims.
They should definitely take, just like when you shoot a cop, they are after your blood. They will fucking gun you down. You never see guys basically stand on trial. They will kill you. That's the way these mass shootings should happen. You track that fucker down, time to open up your gun, fucking let load. Fucking kill him. Because we don't want no trial.
Go Boondock Saints on these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
dude.
that's what you do for your brothers are fucking shot.
Around doing what they want. Other fucking citizens should be well informed, well armed. Fucking get a fucking well armed militia.
Yep.
That's really what you need. But you notice how they make it so it's not popular. They make it seem so you're crazy if you want a militia. It's like, so who are we gonna trust? The fucking cops? That whole what's its name? That George Floyd thing happened. All these riots happened, but no one ever changed the training. It's all a PR stunt, dude. That's all it was. They didn't give a shit what happened to the communities that burnt down out here. Ruined everything for people. But still, it's
like Game of Thrones status. I know you relate so much, DK, to Game of Thrones. If you say basically like, hey, listen, make it hard to get a gun, that was like, hey, make it hard to get a sword and let the fucking Kingsguard run shit.
Exactly. Fuck that.
Think of it that way. You have absolutely no way to protect your family.
There are other ways to protect your family nowadays.
Rocks.
Plenty of rocks.
Like I said, like my choice would be a beanbag gun. Those things hurt like a motherfucker. And
you got a beanbag gun?
I've been shot with a beanbag gun.
Do you have a beanbag gun?
No, I don't.
Where would you get a beanbag gun?
You can get them at gun stores.
So you need a gun.
I just said non-lethal.
Why would you
But
want to
it's a
kill a
gun.
motherfucker that broke into your house?
Why would I?
Why wouldn't you kill a motherfucker? If you just shot your family, who do you care about the most in this world? Your mom?
Yeah.
Some guy busted in your house right now, shot your mom in the face. You gonna shoot him with a beanbag gun? It's like, I don't want to be lethal.
The most hateful thing you
And
can
he's
do
got a gun in
is
his
fail
hand?
to protect the
No,
ones
you're
you
gonna
love.
you want to kill the motherfucker. You're gonna
can
want to
kill him.
stab him,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. That's
What would you want to do? You just say, listen, you got a gun. I'm gonna shoot you with this beanbag gun.
Do you want to kill someone?
I would kill a motherfucker.
No, but do you want to kill someone?
Do I want to kill somebody?
Yes.
No, I don't want to kill anybody right now.
You can move the you can move the man, but you can't move the soul.
That has nothing to do with what I was just trying to fucking tell you. I said,
No, that's me
someone
saying that
breaks
I-
into your house and shoots your mom in the face.
Fuck their soul.
What are you gonna
I
fucking
won't-
do?
I
You
give
said
a
I'm gonna
fuck
shoot him with a
about
fucking
their soul.
beanbag gun.
I'll send their soul to fucking
Motherfucker,
dog
you
shit.
make it sound like you make it sound like a beanbag
I'll
gun.
send their
does
fucking
nothing.
shitty soul to your liberal hell. Or your
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
heaven.
you want to give him a fucking. This guy's getting shot, stabbed to death. He's like, I'm gonna fucking
Yep.
pot belly his ass. I'm just gonna fucking give him the meanest noogie.
Sounds like Tom.
I'm gonna give him the meanest noogie ever.
Sounds like
I
Tom
swear.
when Tom's like, I'm like, you wouldn't kill the
Check
bear.
this
He
out.
goes, no. I'm like, even if it's killing your brother.
Okay,
He's
you
like,
make
nope.
it sound like this is what it's gonna happen when we shoot someone with a beanbag gun. Like that's it. No, motherfucker. Those things wound, and if you do it right, you can kill them.
But we're talking.
Those are trash cigarettes. And second, okay, let me tell you something. All right,
smoke some
what I'm
menthols.
saying is, let's line up, okay, and someone shoot me with a beanbag gun. Someone shoot me with a fucking bullet. What's gonna happen?
I think I'm gonna go get me a beanbag
I think you're
gun.
gonna be angry. I think you're gonna be angry, and you're gonna fucking let loose on me and my family, and you're gonna wish
Hunter.
to God you had a real gun at that point.
100%.
You're gonna go, God damn it!
Hey,
She's gonna go, you pussy! Why
It's a
didn't you buy
zombie
a real
fucking
gun?
apocalypse, and Joe's like, I'll take the beanbag gun.
Yeah, you're gonna die with your wife looking at you like you're a pussy. Is that
Yeah.
what you want?
Don't go to
you're gonna
Joe's
hear
house.
The screams of
This-
your children
it's a-
going, "Why didn't
the
Daddy buy
apocalypse-
himself a Glock?"
If the apocalypse happens,
Yeah.
don't go to DK's house. He's going to try to defend you with beanbag
Daddy
guns
shoulda got the
and
12
Malt
gauge.
Broil cigarettes.
I'm going to get me a beanbag gun now, and then I'm going to shoot. I'm going to shoot you in the stomach.
And I'll shoot you in the stomach with the real gun, and we'll see who fucking wins. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Fuck.
Do you have
That's
a gun?
all I'm saying. I don't have a gun.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, if I had to defend my family, I'd shoot somebody.
What do you think a beanbag gun does?
Stop with the beanbag guns.
He wants a beanbag gun. Really?
Stop.
Do you think?
I think he has like an endorsement
You
from a
do
beanbag
realize
company.
those
or
things
some
can knock the wind out of you?
Some of those
If you
systems
shoot
with
the
a
guy in the
beanbag
head, it can kill them.
Joe,
No,
why
no.
would you defend? Okay, the
I'm
question
gonna
is,
get a taser. Actually, I'm gonna
Joe,
taser, and I'm gonna tase his.
the real
Oh,
question
God.
is, why would you defend your
'Cause a gun
family?
won't shoot you from way further.
Why would you defend your family
My
with a
God.
beanbag gun?
Cause they will put a person down.
Joe, a guy just shot your mom in the fucking face
So then I
with a
shoot-
Glock.
so then I
and you
shoot
want to
him-
shoot him with the beanbag gun?
I'm gonna
Why?
shoot him. Because after I shoot him in the stomach, then I'm gonna take the gun.
This is not Home Alone, dude. You can't put paint buckets in the fucking thing, okay? What are you fucking talking about?
I am going to
Am we the
shoot
same
him.
fucking planet
I
as
didn't
this
know you
guy?
had Macaulay Culkin on
Macaulay
the fucking
Culkin here. I'm gonna fucking. And the feathers are gonna fucking come.
Oh fuck!
There's gonna be tar in my fucking skull.
Don't worry.
There's gonna be a tarantula on my fucking
I have Hot
face.
Wheels under all the
Yeah,
windows.
on Hot Wheels and shit. Joe's gonna put a fucking tarantula on your face.
This episode is brought to you by Bayer Paint. Leave them hanging above the windows.
Seriously. But anyways, guys, there's a film festival happening in October.
beanbag gun.
And we have a lot of submissions, okay? And we're going to make it a big deal. Trust me. And the movie studio will eventually be built. I don't think it's going to be this year, but it'll definitely be coming soon. It is moving forward. So there is going to be a film studio out there too. But the Prestige Film Festival is happening live in October, beginning of October. I think I want to say it's October 7th. You can go to thecrewnetwork.net for more information on the Prestige Film Festival tab. Back to our regular scheduled program. But yeah, anyways, that's silly. Fuck fucking
Sponsored by Beanbag Guns.
sponsored by Beanbag Guns and Marlboro cigarettes. But yeah, guys. I mean, there's unfortunately this is the world we live in, and this is a real fucking. It's real ruthless. You always have to fucking don't let your guard down,
Especially in Purdue.
especially in the Dino. Crazy shit happens all the time in that city, and everywhere, guys. But especially in that city.
Yes.
So the bottom line is, don't let your guard down. Always got to keep your guard up. Always watch your surroundings and watch where you go, and protect your family. And
sleep
keep
on
an
your
eye on
butt.
them. And what?
Always sleep stomach up.
Stomach up. That's it. But
I just remembered something I wanted to tell you.
what's that?
So you know Moon?
I do know Moon.
She put up this. She's selling to foot fetish people.
No.
Yeah.
Do you have a video?
No, it's not a video. She's selling her used socks.
How much? Oh, whoa, hold on. Do you know the amount? Don't tell us.
No, I don't.
I was gonna say we could take bids.
She sent a. We could call her and maybe we can find out.
No. I'm gonna call her right now. She'll probably be not embarrassed.
She put up on she put it on Facebook. If you see me selling socks on Facebook Market, don't ask questions.
Oh, nice. That's creepy. So we do have Emily with the Downs is back in the loop, supposedly. And maybe we're going to have the dating game again. And I don't know if it's going to be Emily that's going to be on the dating game, but I do have some guests in mind.
We should have her on and have her dress extraordinarily slutty.
Yeah, that's easy. And you're scaring away fucking Travis here, okay?
Oh, come on. Travis was all about that. He wanted
Travis,
that.
what's your thoughts on that?
Do we need to go down that road again? Really, that was a train wreck.
That was a train wreck, okay? So do you want to? Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you want to be on the dating game if it's a different girl?
I wouldn't mind as long as she's actually single this time, which I didn't find out till later, Joe.
Dude, she cheats all the fucking time.
I don't care.
Hey, the water boy's a cheater.
Any part of that?
Okay, so okay, I'll find you. We'll find a new girl to be on the show.
Yeah.
Okay, single girl,
Preferably.
and you'll be on. You'll be on your game. Okay, so he wasn't too scarred from last time. Actually, we treated to a nice meal.
I know he got
and
nice
a cocktail, and that's you got a good meal out of
and
it.
a drunk redhead who has the Downs.
What about you, King Kong? Do you think you want to be on the dating game too? Are you single?
No, I'm good. I'm taken.
Oh, you are taken.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who you dating?
A girl named Tracy.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Now, can you give our boy Travis here some tips on how to score girls?
Just be yourself.
What's your secret?
Just be yourself.
Yeah? Well, how'd you attract this one? Did you find her online? Did you find her in a bowling alley? Where'd you find her at?
She lived down the street where near the apartment next to the liquor store.
Oh, okay. So she was pretty close.
Yeah.
And you found basically in the same apartment complex, or?
Basically right next to, so there's a liquor store named Gary's Liquor Store.
Oh, okay.
And then apartments right next to it.
Yeah.
So.
And you say? You say, hey, you're pretty hot. What'd you say? What was your pickup line?
I don't use pickup lines.
What'd you say?
I just said hi.
Yeah.
You know, my name's Jamie. I'm wondering if we can,
Yeah.
wonder if we, get to know one another. And,
Yeah.
That's how it ended.
Dang. Well, there you go. And say to you, hey, want me to get your
He
number?
hasn't seen her since.
That's how it ended. Never saw again. No.
Did you? So you asked for a number?
Yeah, and
How much did you give her for the number? Did she give you a fake number at first? Be honest.
No.
It was real.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Where'd you guys go out to? What was your first date?
We went out to the park and walked around and
Yeah. Hell yeah.
get to know one another.
What about you, Travis? What's your idea of your first date? I mean, he went to the park.
I don't know. Well, it was like the dinner, romantic dinner movie.
See,
I'm an old school romantic, so.
yeah. Emily with the Downs is straight up slut. She just wanted drinks. She wanted to fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of how she
I mean,
is.
she sucked my dick in the Target parking lot.
Recently.
No, this is like 3 or 4 years ago.
3 or 4 years ago. Got it. Yeah.
When I first met her, she wasn't wearing panties and she was like flashing her pussy to me.
Wow.
So he's definitely got a
Classy lady there. That's the kind of chick that lets you eat her out on her period.
I think we should change his acronym from DK to STD.
Yeah.
Or VD.
VD. That's great. Weird shit.
VD Murphy.
VD Murphy. Well, that's it, guys. I mean, like I said, we're going to get a couple of dudes on here, and we're going to do the dating game, and it's going to be fucking awesome.
I'll start looking.
He's going to start looking.
Oh, Lord, I'm worried.
Maybe we'll get a little twink on the show. Maybe we'll put DK in the...
Ooh,
he might like that, huh?
Handle himself.
Yep.
Maybe we shouldn't let them see each other.
Yeah, no. Of course, that's how the dating game works.
Are you sure? I thought the
You
last
can't
time,
see each other.
I thought the last time she saw everybody.
Really? No. We had the whole guard up, remember?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, dude. I know how to do shit.
I
Yeah,
thought
we
you guys
kept
at one
it
point just
separate,
said,
dog.
"Fuck it."
No, that wouldn't make any sense. And they wouldn't have been honest with their questions. Yeah, we had the whole fucking guard up. She didn't see them, and
Yeah, what the fuck's wrong with you?
fuck's wrong with you? You know how how this works,
Could have swore she was
dude. This is a
making-
professional show.
could have swore we were making fun of shit.
But anyways, that's the way it works. Anything else, Jones?
Beanbag gun.
Beanbag guns, Marlboro cigarettes, and Home Alone.
I am going to get one of those.
Don't
and I'm gonna
forget to
shoot
place
you,
them.
I'm
Hot
gonna
Wheels
shoot you
under
with
your
the real
window.
gun.
And I'm
Don't
gonna
worry.
I'm gonna watch you go down, and then I can just call the cops and hold the gun to you.
You're gonna shoot me with the beanbag gun. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck you, DK. And then I'm gonna get my gun and I'm gonna shoot you in the stomach. You're like, oh, you shot me. And then you're gonna start dying. Like, I told you so.
Fuck, make me sound like Will Ferrell and Austin Powers. You shot me.
Yeah, you fucking shot me. Yeah, I know. Anyways, guys, yeah, that's it. Go to thecrewnetwork.net for all of our cool shit. You can watch all our cool ass shows. And that's it for me. And we'll see you all later.